Okay. So I think you are able to hear from me, right? Can any one of you please respond? Hello? Yeah. Hi, Krishna. Yeah. See, myself Balakrishna. So, just I would like to give a little bit description of myself. So, actually, currently I'm working with Wells Fargo as a Oracle PL/SQL developer. Total I have 6.5 years experience. So, can we just introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure.
So,
My name is Krishna, and I'm working as a business objects developer.
okay.
I know basics of SQL.
Okay.
Kind of like I'm looking for PL SQL and kind of advanced PL SQL concepts, like how to, like at least maybe procedures within the packages, procedures, and sub packages kind of stuff. So how
Okay.
to call the procedure within a second procedure or something like that. How to pass a value from one procedure to other procedure.
Okay.
So kind of that kind of requirements are there in my current project. So
Okay.
I have to do some reporting on based out of those procedures.
Right. So it has an Arjun SQL, right?
I know SQL.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. Yeah. So basically, this is the course content. So it will start with the introduction of SQL. Okay, and we'll see about the joins, subqueries. We'll see about the constraints, indexes. So we'll see some functions, and we'll see the date functions, and we'll see the set operators. So basically, I'll start with the SQL part, and later we'll move to PL/SQL. So if you come to PL/SQL, so you can see all the loops. You can see the case statement. So this is the advanced part. This is the exceptions. So creating procedures, how to pass the parameter to the procedure. Procedures with the exceptions. So this is the detail of the course content. So how you want me to start? Do you want me to start from PL/SQL or shall I start with from SQL? It's up to you.
Yeah. Hello. I don't know about the other people, so mostly like I
Okay.
know about but like I'm kind of like you can go through each topic, and if you think that I'm okay in that, we can move on to the next topic, because joins means I have written a complex queries also.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I have used some of the analytical functions like lag, lead, all those kind of things also in my
Okay.
queries.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, rank functions, and
Mhm.
so probably that only thing which I haven't worked was on the DDL statements, like
Mhm.
create table, create constraints, creating indexes.
Okay.
So how
Okay.
to those kind of stuff I haven't worked on, like creating multiple, like a kind of a entire database from the scratch to the, like
Okay.
creating 5 tables and the relationships between all those tables. I haven't
Okay.
worked on that kind, so probably we
Okay.
can cover those things if you want.
Yeah.
And apart from that, like my core requirement was on the PL SQL.
Okay.
So
Fine.
anything, yeah. If you want, like if the others are okay with us seeing the demo on the PL SQL, then it's fine.
So I don't know about the rest, but I think Divya, Anusha, and those two guys, right? Other two.
Yeah.
Anyways, for today, I'll just give you the overview of the course content. So what we are going to learn in the next 20 to 25 days. Okay, let me start with the demo. So basically, Oracle is nothing but it's used to store the data. If you want to tell in simple words. So basically, it's a database which is used to store the data. So basically, it's having two parts. Like it's a SQL and PLSQL. So with the help of SQL, that means it's a structured query language. Structured query language. So with the help of SQL, so we can write some programming by using PLSQL. So basically, in SQL, we have 5 different sublanguages. One is a DDL, that means it's a data definition language. Can you able to give me some?
Yeah, I can see.
Yeah. So what about the others? I think everybody can see the screen, right? We have 5 sub-languages in SQL. So one is DDL, the other one is DML, data definition language, and data manipulation language, and DCL. DCL means data control language. TCL. TCL means it's a transaction control language. Transaction control language. Finally, DQL. DQL means data querying language. How you are going to query the data from database tables. Data querying language. So within each part we have some commands. So for DDL means it's creating table, altering the table, either dropping the table. So generally in Oracle, so all the data will be stored in tables as a rows and columns. Just I want to show you one simple table. So how you guys are what is the tool that you are using in your company? It's a SQL developer or Toad or what? Krishna.
I'm using SQL developer.
Okay.
There are chances that they will be using Tor if I
Based on the license.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, this is the SQL developer tool. Basically, this is the tool which is used to develop any kind of database objects. So in basically these are all the different connections that we have. So in Oracle we will say schema or a user. We have different schemas in our current database. Okay. So generally we know there are default are sys and scott are the default schemas. Sys and scott are the default users. We can say users or schemas. Okay. So in Oracle schema or in Oracle database, we have different database objects. Database objects are nothing but tables, views, indexes, procedures, functions, triggers, sequences, so material views. So these are all called database objects. So the data will be stored in Oracle. The data is stored in terms of tables, right? So the main purpose is, so based on the requirement, so we have to show the data to the end user. So by joining the tables or by writing some queries, so we have to, the final requirement is data. The data should be available to the user with the required format. So for that one, we have to use some different techniques to give the data to the end user. So basically this is what table means. So as a part of data definition language, so we are going to create the tables. We can alter the table or we can drop the table. So in alter itself, we can rename the table, we can rename the column, we can add one more column, or we can modify the existing data type. So basically this is what DDL means. So DML means, so we can insert the data into the table. There are three options: insert, update, and delete. There are three options to insert the data into the table. Coming to the data control language, there are two options: grant and revoke. Transaction control language means how you are going to control the data. Commit, rollback, and save point. So finally DQL means it is nothing but a select statement. Okay. So basically the first thing what I'm going to do is, so I'll create one user for you, okay, and I'll create a sample table, and I'll try to perform all these 5 operations on the table. Okay. So first of all, I'm creating one table. So before creating the table, I want to create one user for you. I'm creating the user. The username is the username, and this is the password. Basically, this is the way to create the user. Create user, username identified by this is the password. So user is created. Okay, for executing this command, so in SQL Developer we have to press F5 or F9. So this is the F5 button and this is the F9 button. No. So to the user, that means so create I have performed, which means so I have performed DDL operation. Okay. So after creating the user, I have to give him some grants. So there are two different roles in Oracle, default roles for a user, which is connect, resource, or the default roles of Oracle. Okay, for any user, if you create any user in Oracle database, we the main thing is we have to give these two roles to the user. Okay, so if I don't give the roles, so let's see what's going to happen. Just I'm configuring the user in SQL Developer Schema. So this is the connection name and this is the username. So what is the username and what is the password? Here my database name is Oracle. See, if you press save button, so you can able to see the username here. So just the connection. So what it is saying, user PLSQL demo lacks create session privilege. So logon denied. So which means the user is not having any permissions to connect to the schema. So we have to grant him. So we have to grant him the default roles. So I'm executing the statements by pressing F5. So grant is succeeded. So now just try to connect to the schema. So I'm testing the connection. So it's a success. Just press connect. So now I can able to connect to the schema. So now what I have performed? I have performed one DDL operation and one grant. So what is a grant? So grant is a DCL command, data control language. I perform DDL operation and I perform data control language operation. Now just I want to create a one simple table for you. Are you guys following me? So here I'm creating one simple table. This is the way to create the table. Create table. This is the table name, and these are all the column names, and this is the data type. So the basic syntax is is the column name, and this is the data type. This is the column 1, and this is column 2. So based on the requirements, you need to create those many number of columns. So before creating the table, we need to know about the data types in Oracle. In Oracle, we have number data type. We have varchar2 data type. Basically, number means it used to store the numeric information. Varchar2 means it used to store the character information. And we have date data type. It used to store the date information. And we have char data type is there, which is a similar, which is also used to store the character information. And we have club data type. So basically, varchar2 it can store maximum up to 4000 characters. So if you want to store greater than 4000 characters, we have to go for club data type. So initially, if you know these data types, that would be fine. Okay. So employee name, I am declaring it as a character data type. And salary, I am defining as a number. And department number, it is also a number. So I am creating the table. So the table is created. Now just check the table. How to check whether the table is having any data or not? So by using the select statement. Select star from the table name. Select means which is a DQL operation, data querying language. So I don't have any data in my table. What I will do, I will insert some rows. So which means I want to perform DML operations. If we check this one, so how to insert the data into the table? So by using insert operation. This is the syntax: insert into table name. Here we need to mention the columns. We need to mention the column names, and we have to use the keyword called values, and you need to mention the values here. My table name is employee, so I need to mention the column names: employee number, employee name, salary, and department number. I am using the keyword called values, so employee number is 101. So character information we must and should include within the single quotes. If it is a character information, we have to include within the single quote. The salary is 1000, and he belongs to department number 10. Okay. Now I am inserting one record into the table. Okay. Here I inserted one record. So which means I performed one DML operation, that is insert. Now just check the table, just query the table. So you have one row. Okay. The next thing is we need to store the data permanently in the table. So for doing that, so either we need to perform commit. Commit means which will store the data permanently in the table. So here we have the option called commit. Okay. Which is used to store the data permanently in the table. And there is one more command called rollback. Say if I say rollback, So it won't store the data in the table. So if I say rollback, so rollback completed. So if I query the tables, I won't see any data. Okay. So for storing the data, we have to give commit. Just give commit. So if we check the table, so we have the data. Now you have seen one DDL and you have seen DML and you have seen DCL. You have seen a transaction control language, commit or rollback, and you already seen select statement. The only thing is you haven't seen alter. So altering means we have to add a column to the existing table. How many columns are there in my table? Currently, there are 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to add one more column to the existing table, which means it's altering the existing table. So how can I do that? By using a alter statement. So now I want to add a column called commission to the existing table. The syntax is alter table is the table name. Add column. So I want to add commission to the table. Here you have to give the table name. Now just click the table. So we can able to add the column commission by using alter statement. So basically, whatever we have to perform on SQL environment, so using these 5 sub languages only, we can able to achieve the things. It's DDL, DML, DCL, transaction control language, and DQL, data querying language. Any doubts?
Hello, sir. This is Krishna. So you will be in the class. You will be teaching how to create the table, how to create the table with the primary key, foreign key, and the constraints, and how to create another table with like integrity constraints, all those kind of things. Will be
Yes.
showing.
Yes, I will show.
And how to create the sequence number, how to reset the
Right.
sequence number.
Right.
Like, yeah, okay. And for the like these are the basic things in creating the table structures. Whenever we start creating the database, so with
Right.
the small tables, we'll be doing with it. So you will be starting. You will be covering all those things, right?
Right. But initially, I have to explain all these things. Okay, so once we cover joins, subqueries, okay, constraints, indexes, how to create sequences, synonyms, and views and material views, then we can move to PLSQL.
Okay.
So your main requirement is you have to debug the procedures and you have to create new packages with some procedures and functions,
Yeah.
and you want
Right.
to implement some advanced concepts like bulk collect for all, and you have to use
Yeah.
collections, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even in some scenarios, kind of doing data transformations So like getting some data from collecting the data from different tables and storing it in another table based on some conditions, all those things. So that will be covered in the procedures only, right? Once we get those only. Yeah. Yeah, the bulk collect is used to mainly for the performance improvement to store the data, to do some kind of validations.
Yes, right.
Hello. Hi, Krishna. This is Divya.
Yeah, hi Devi.
Yeah. I just would like to know some clarification with the example you just shown.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, just now you have created a commission column. You just added the commission column, right?
Right.
So, I would like to know if it is possible or not, like to add to fill the column, like for the employee number 101, can we able to fill it now, like we just um, with the statement insert, can we able to fill it or
No, insert we cannot do because already we inserted a record.
okay.
So we just need to update the commission column.
Okay, update. We need to use
Yeah,
update. Okay.
we just need so update which will come in DML.
Okay.
Edit.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
You will be covering the entire course in the SQL developer, or you will be showing any other tool?
I think it's better to show in PLC developer because this is very convenient for us. You can easily understand.
Okay. Or you mean the SQL developer or the PL SQL developer? There is again there is another tool called PL SQL
Yes,
developer.
PLC developer. Yeah, no. Actually, I'm going to cover the course in PLC developer only.
Oh, you okay. PL.
Sorry, SQL developer, not PLC, but it's a SQL developer.
Yeah, because there is another tool also.
Yeah, we have other tools like Toad and PLC developer are there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
So I'm going to cover the course in SQL developer only.
So how many days you will be covering the entire course and
I think it's going to take 20 to 25 days.
okay. So for PL SQL how many days and SQL how many days?
For SQL, it will be 7 to 8 days.
Sorry, I haven't.
It will take for SQL it will take 10 to 12 days.
Okay.
So for PL SQL it's 10 to 12 days.
Okay.
I would like to show you one small project which was developed on PL SQL. So it will have everything, like, how they are going to create the tables. So each and every from tables to advanced concepts of PL SQL. Just a minute.
So you will be covering all those bulk collect functions and how to write the complex procedures.
Right.
Right now, I think you know how the US consulting works. So we at least we need to portray ourselves as 3 years experience in Oracle or if you are doing that. Okay. So
I give you each interview questions for each and every topic.
that's okay.
So based on the topic, so we'll discuss the questions. So actually, I have taken many interviews, and I can give you what are the typical questions that they're going to ask in interviews. So
Yeah,
step by
because
step.
I have couple of requirements in my company also. So definitely they are looking for me as an option. So if I can probably in another 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, if I can show them that like I can do the SQL program. So definitely that's what I am looking, because I don't, at least if I can know what exactly the procedure, how to write a procedure, all the little bit coding with a for loop, while loop, all those things, exception handling, then definitely I can move off. So.
I can give you the thing. Just a second, I want to show you the one small project. So there you can understand each and everything. So what the course content would going to do, you can understand each thing. And apart from this, actually, I'm going to cover SQL loader also. SQL loader, basically, it's a utility given by Oracle. So by using this, we can load the data from Oracle table to flat file, and from flat file to Oracle table.
Okay. So like, can we use a SQL loader to load the data, like schedule the data whenever some of the users will have a data in their flat file? Like, can we schedule that one every day or something like that to load the data using SQL?
Scheduling, I think we cannot do from SQL.
Loader.
Loader.
Okay. It's a one-time loader.
It's a one-time loader. Scheduling, either we have to create a package for that, and we have to use either AutoSys or Unix cron tab to schedule the data.
You will be providing all the material for both the SQL and GS.
Yes. I am.
Sorry, too many questions at one time.
No issues, sir. No issues. So, have you heard about Notepad++?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Basically, this is like a the story is similar to Notepad, but it will have some different options. So
Yeah, we can write HTML coding, all the R programming, everything.
Yes. Yeah.
SQL also will be there as well.
Yeah. Basically, actually, this is a project which we got from Standard & Poor's S&P client. So for performance tuning. Basically, this is the way to write the function. So you just know you learned about the data types, right? This is the number data type, and this is the varchar2 data type. Okay. Here they are using 8000. So in PL SQL, we can declare the data type to more than 4000 characters. Okay. And they are using one select statement. Okay, they are using different clauses, and they are using exceptions. So I think most of you don't know about it. Just So this is the thing that we are going to learn. I think for you, Krishna, I think this is the thing. I think you have to write the complex joins. You have to fetch the data from different tables. So here we are fetching the data from 3 different tables. So and we are joining based on the requirement.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, main thing is like right now I have only idea that like we can write functions and return function, okay, procedures and everything, but I haven't really developed anything. So small programs are like just a small ABC programs I have written in the procedure. Definitely, I'm looking something like yeah, bulk collect and all those things to learn.
Yeah, this
for all.
yeah, basically, if you know the if you can able to write some 3 to 4 procedures, main thing is you need to know the concept. So if you know the concept, that you can write any program.
Okay.
So this is the bulk collect and this is a for all. So these are all the 2 new features. And
So like
exceptions.
you will associative arrays, I heard that is another thing.
Yes, this is the associative array. Here we are depending on associative array.
Hello, Krishna.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Divya here. So, in the same way you have given, you just given the SQL demo, right?
Right.
So, in the same way, can you give a short demo on PL/SQL too? Because if we look at this, all this code, I'm
No,
totally.
don't look at this code. Just for Krishna's reference, I'm giving this.
Okay.
So we'll go by step by step.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, sorry jumping into middle, but like we'll go step by step only. But I am looking what I will be learning in the PL. But the other. Sorry.
yeah. Krishna, you just asked me about associative array, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the way to create the associative array.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there is another concept. Yeah, because my company is still looking to me writing all the at least whatever minimal procedures which I have to work on with PL/SQL to the front end guys to write them,
Right.
and
Right.
some of the complex ones like what you have showed, like fetching the data and collecting the data and by using the bulk collect all those things. So that's what I have at the end of the course. That's what I want to write minimum, like creating the tables, maintaining the indexes, how to drop indexes, how to create the indexes, how to generate the sequences, how to reset the sequence numbers, how to create the automatic figures, how to enable the audit tables, all those things.
Right.
That's what like.
Right.
The next to regarding the audit tables, like there are some. I heard there are some automatic triggers which will create the audit tables. So
Right,
that
exactly.
will also you will be teaching that.
Yeah. That will also I'll cover.
Okay.
I can give you 2 to 3 examples. Okay. So if you want, if you have any doubts, so you can search in Google and you can approach me. I can tell you. Basically, triggers are nothing but it's for auditing purpose only. So whenever we delete a record or update or if you insert any record, so just we are doing the audit. That means we are inserting the same data to other table, which is for auditing purpose. Fine. Basically, this is the in PL/SQL. So we will develop these 4 things: triggers, procedures, packages, functions. So each and everything we cover. So if we have to develop these 4 objects, so we need to know SQL. So with the help of SQL only, we are going to develop the procedures, functions, triggers, and packages. Okay, fine. I don't want to show this code. No, just I'll give you an overview. Yeah.
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 So at least whatever you have written, if we do as a segment to everyone, like we can at least do the basics. Basic
Definitely I will.
search engine.
Sure. Definitely I will do that.
And based on your experience, like, can you come up with some of the database table designs, how to create the comment, like, especially looking like when we go into the real world to the client, they will be definitely asking how to write the comments also. Like, we have to document some of the code also, PL SQL code, how to comment everything. That is,
Right.
can you also training those
Yeah.
things also?
Yeah. Right. So just if it is a procedure, just in the beginning of the section, just you need to mention what is the procedure name. So what is the purpose you have created,
Okay.
okay, and you just give some description, okay, and who created this procedure, okay.
Okay.
So you just need to give the some meaningful information in each and every procedure. So yeah, I will show you. These are all the standards that we are going to follow in PL/SQL. So I will show you. Okay. So let me quickly give you the just overview of SQL and PL/SQL. So coming to SQL part, we have so what we are going to learn is in SQL. So as I told you, there are 5 sub languages, right? TDL, DML, TCL, DQL, and T, DC, DCL. So these are all the sub language that we are going to learn, and within the SQL, so we are going to learn about the joins, and so after joins we are going to learn subqueries and set operators. Anyway, I will show you the course content. So this is the course content that I have. So I will share with you, and we will learn about views. Okay, we are going to learn about indexes. So this packages, procedures, functions, triggers. These 4 will come under PLSQL. Okay. So if you want to develop these 4 objects, we have to learn. We have to learn about tables, views, indexes, and triggers, types, sequences, material views, synonyms, and database links. So basically, these are all the database objects in Oracle. If you want to develop any code, we have to know about all these database objects. So any doubts on how we are going to going to forward. So any doubts on the course content? So are you expecting anything, any specific uh, any specific things from me? So, so from Krishna, yeah, I got your requirements. The other guys, so what is what's your main thing? So this is Vicky Reddy's, just who's my lady? Hello. Anyways, if you want the course content, so I will give it to the person Raghu. So you can collect the course content from him. So any doubts?
Hi Krishna, this is Divya.
Yeah, Deep.
So actually I have like general doubt on SQL.
Okay.
So basically when I'm applying for interviews, in the interviews they'll be asking about what are the complex SQL you have written or complex SQL code you have generated. And
Okay.
I would like to know what will be the complex means. Generally we'll be doing joins or we'll be using different functions.
Right.
So in that case, how can I answer those questions?
Right.
Because I don't have any real-time experience with SQL.
Okay.
So,
See, basically complex in the sense. So we have to join the table with that means in the front class we are going to have more than one table. Okay.
mhm.
And we'll use some subqueries.
Okay.
Okay, subqueries, or we are going to use some. So this is the function. See, we are using row number. Okay, so you can say that. So I use some functions in the select statement by joining some 3 to 4 tables. Okay, with correlated subquery.
Okay.
So you can say that. So complex join is nothing but just you are using some basic functions, okay,
Okay.
and you are using some either subqueries or any kind of correlated subqueries or some set operators. So
Okay.
this is why you can say that.
I'm using more than one table, more
Yeah,
than two
one table,
tables.
more than one table. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Got it.
If you see
Thank you.
most of the queries, yeah,
Uh-huh.
if you see most of the queries, so they are using more than one table and they
Yeah.
are using at least one function.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So it
think.
does not need to be PL SQL, right? In SQL
No,
also
no,
we.
no. No, no. In PL SQL also, we are going to write the SQL statements only. See, this is
Okay.
the function. So what we are writing? So we are taking the value into this variable, and we are performing other operations. So basic thing is we have to fetch the data from SQL.
Okay.
So I will give you all the type of questions to you. Or you
Okay.
can explain to me into your, yeah, I can give you the details.
Thank you, Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello, sir. This is like I have like a small question regarding the not like will you be teaching some of the tuning techniques like how to tune the query, how to do the performance of the query?
Yeah, I can give you. Sure.
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen that in like because Oracle also will do some of their basic It is kind of internal optimizer is there for Oracle. So
Right.
it will also do some tuning thing based on the query. It will select in what direction it has to perform the query. So like sometimes those concepts, if you can theoretically explain us how figure works
Yeah.
and what we need to keep in mind. Also.
Sure. Yeah, I can explain you. So basically, performance tuning is, so as a PLSQL developer, so we will see only query level tuning. See,
Mm.
if they say that, see, under certain times, so very slow. So at that time, what they are going to do, they will send us the AWR report. So based on the AWR report, so we can see so what are the different queries it is using, and so just we'll see the execution plan of that query. So by seeing the execution plan, so if it is going for a full table scan, so we'll create the indexes. So by creating most of the times query tuning as a PLSQL developer, the query tuning means either we have to create the indexes or we have to rewrite the query. So other than this, if you want to perform any database level operations, the DBA he has to tune the database level parameters.
Okay.
As a PLSQL developer, we have to know. So in the execution plan, so what are the different joins that it is having, Okay, so we need to understand the complete execution plan. Just I want to show you one small query. So we know that actually this table having 3 records. Okay, so if you want to see how it is internally accessing the table, so basically this is the execution plan. So as a PLSQL developer, you have to know each and every term. So what is the time? What is the cost? So what are the different? What is this bytes means? Okay, so what is this full table full accessful? So this is the information that you have to know. And the other thing is you know how to tune a query. That's it. Yeah, I can give you the basic level of tuning. So how you're going? What is the approach would be? So I can give you that information.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. So when are you going to start the regular classes?
Regular classes, yeah, probably from so tomorrow. Yeah, if it is fine for you, I'll start from tomorrow. That's it.
Okay. Okay. No,
Because
like
we'll start from Monday.
the other members also need to.
Yeah, that's what. So if everybody are fine, so once we finalize the students, then we can start from tomorrow or from Monday.
Because if I am the only person, then I will be asking only the theoretical part. So
Right.
yeah, but like I don't want to. I will be very.
Right. So you are in ET or
I am in the CS team. So
okay CST. Okay. So what is the time difference? What is the time?
right now it is 7:30 for me, and it will be 7 for you.
Right.
Half an hour
So,
difference.
okay. So you are
Oh,
Krishna.
I don't have any. Yeah, mine.
Oh, okay. I think 6 or so. If there are no questions, then it's fine. They can.
So like it
Get,
will be 1 hour daily class.
yeah.
Students.
It's not 1 hour. It's 1.5 hour. Max
Yeah.
1.5 hour.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yep. That fine then, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.